All right, so I click on my Cloud App button here, and I'm able to see this email that I received earlier today. Subject line, let me know. And then you can see the email here with the big, really big, long pitch, call to action, a sign off here, best regards, and then the signature. So the number one takeaway that I hope that everybody gets from this video is what's in the box here, this green box. So what's in that green box is what Lead IQ does. Well, it's one of the things that Lead IQ does. So my company is Lead IQ. So right off the bat, I know that this is somebody who's prospecting Lead IQ, who competes with Lead IQ. I'm receiving a cold email from a competitor. So that's like rule number one in prospecting. Like, when you're in terms of targeting, knowing who you're reaching out to, and just, scrub your list, man. Like, don't have companies in your list that you compete with. I mean, come on, that's an amateur move. Scrub the list, take the extra 2 minutes, or however long it takes. This is what we do, man. Come on. Like I'm immediately, not only am I going to hit the delete button, but I'm going to click unsubscribe or mark it as spam or whatever. And now this company's domain is going to get blacklisted. The more times that this company's emails get marked as spam, then it's going to be harder. They're going to have worse deliverability. It's going to be harder for their emails to get delivered to any type of prospect. So that's the biggest thing. Like, don't prospect your competitors. Don't prospect competitors or people that are already customers, or don't prospect accounts that are being worked by other reps on your team. Second thing I want to make note here is this is an event follow-up lead. So it says here, Topo Summit 2019. That is an event that I did attend. So, it's somewhat personalized, referencing an event that I went to. However, this part is really weird. Sorry, we could not talk with you much at the Topo Summit 2019. So that kind of implies that we did talk at Topo Summit. We just didn't talk very much. Like, I mean, I don't even know like what that really means. So, like, I mean, I don't recall talking to you. So clearly you're just emailing the whole list and saying that we talked, so don't lie, don't lie about talking to somebody at an event. Another thing, if you're doing event follow-up, post-event follow-up lead generation, you're prospecting people that went to an event, say something about that event. Where was it located? What was the main theme or topics that were being covered at that event? Who's somebody that you saw speak at that event that was really cool? What's something that you learned at that event? I mean, come on, like, don't just say Topo Summit 2019. Yeah, I was there, but like, I mean, come on, like, that's just lazy if that's all you're going to say about, all you're going to reference as far as that event goes. You could kind of just reference, I don't know, anything that happened at that event that you thought was cool or that you learned or anything, just to kind of humanize it a little bit. Another thing that I would say is there's just too much here. There's just too much in this email. You list off 3 different types of products here. Then you list off 3 different benefits. Like, it's just too much. And above all that is these 3 paragraphs where you're talking about your products and services and features and benefits. So there's just too much here. You're overloading your prospect, focusing too much on benefits and products, not enough on the problems that you solve and the outcomes that you drive for your customers. And because there's so much here, this could be broken up into like 7 or 8 different emails. I mean, this is an entire email cadence or sequence here. Like, if you send this in your first email, like, this is literally all that you do, like so many different products and services and features. What else are you going to send in the second, third, fourth email? I know what you're going to do. You're going to send one of those annoying follow-up emails. You're just going to say, hey, Jeremy, seeing if you got my last email. What are your thoughts, Bob? Like, that's all you're going to be able to say for your other emails. Another thing, ABM. You're saying that you can help with ABM here. If you could help with ABM, then you should know what ABM is, and it's focusing on certain target accounts when you're prospecting and doing demand gen. So maybe personalize the email by showing that you know my business and you know what an example of a target account is that LeadIQ might be prospecting. That might actually show that you know my business. If you're going to say that you do ABM services, at least tell me that you know an account that I might be targeting. Also, just too many things. And then also DAAS, DAAS. So if you're going to like ramble off all these names of products, so one is if you're going to use acronyms that you know for sure. I know what that means. CRM, okay. You can use CRM. I'd have to live under a rock. I'd have to be really bad at my job if I don't know what a CRM means. But DAAS, DAAS, I don't know what that means. Don't use acronyms unless you are 100% positive that you know what that means. Not to mention, my previous job when I worked at Navisite, we actually sold a DAAS, DAAS service that stood for Desktop as a Service. So are you talking about Desktop as a Service, DAAS? If so, that has absolutely nothing to do with ABM or demand gen. Desktop as a Service is something that you would sell to an IT manager, not to anybody in sales or marketing. They're totally unrelated products. So I'm assuming you're not talking about Desktop as a Service here, in which case I don't know what DAAS means. The last thing I'm going to just mention here real quick is it's just too formal. Your language and your messaging, the way you're talking is too formal. The way you say, do let us know if you want to get on a quick call this week / next. Do let us know. Like, come on, nobody talks like that. Look forward to hearing from you. Best regards. It's just too formal. Just too long of an email. So hopefully this helped people out there. Don't do spray and pray. Especially when you're doing post-event follow-up leads. Show that you know their business. Take the extra time to actually understand who you're reaching out to and send your email accordingly. Thanks for watching.